Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhamad Amirul Bin Mohamad Daud from RY43 Electronic Network Design. Today I will present to you about my project Durian Smart Watering System. Modern agriculture sets a premium on high yields, high quality and efficient output, which cannot be made by traditional agriculture and its connected sectors. Consequently, it is of the utmost importance to prioritize the modernization of outmoded techniques and the evaluation of data and information accumulated through time in order to produce the accurate prediction of the maximum productivity and crop that can be obtained on a specific plot of land. The purpose of this project is to assist farmers of durian trees in raising their production by assisting them in the use of IoT-based technologies in an effort to seek solutions to the problem they confront in the cultivation of their plants. The monitoring of durian plants using sensors for humidity, temperature and soil moisture and automated watering system are examples of IoT application in agriculture. For the objectives of this project, firstly, to design a system for monitoring and watering of durian farms. Second, to create a system for monitoring the irrigation system and the state of the soil. And lastly, to validate the system through IoT. Firstly, for the flowchart of the system. Firstly, the Raspberry Pi will first read the temperature and humidity at the DHT22 sensor on the durian plant. If temperature are found, the Android will show the temperature reading. If that doesn't work, it will try to read the DHT22 again. Next, the DHT22 will then try to measure how humid the durian plants is. If humidity can be measured, the Android app will show the reading. After reading the DHT22, the Raspberry Pi reads the soil moisture sensor. If there is water in the soil, the soil moisture sensor will display wet, but if there is no water in the soil, it will display dry. Next, the data that the sensor collected will be sent to the Android app. And using the Android app also, it can control the water pump by controlling the relay. Okay, this is the hardware I use in my project. Firstly, as a Raspberry Pi. A Raspberry Pi 4B is a small single board computer that was made for educational and hobbyist projects. It is about the size of a credit card and is easy to connect to a monitor, keyboard and mouse. The Raspberry Pi 4B has a powerful quad-core processor, 4GB of RAM, built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and a powerful quad-core processor. It runs on the Linux operating system and can do a wide range of things from basic computer tasks like browsing the web and writing documents to more advanced ones like machine learning and automating. The Raspberry Pi 4B is a great choice for both hobbies and professional because it can do a lot of different things and isn't too expensive. The next hardware is DHT22. The DHT22 is a digital temperature and humidity sensor that is used in many electronic projects, especially those related to the IoT. The DHT22 has a capacitive humidity sensor and a thermistor, which let it measure temperature and humidity levels accurately. The sensor can talk to other devices like microcontrollers or single-board computer using a simple digital signal. This makes it easy to use in a variety of projects. The DHT22 is also reliable and long-lasting, making it an excellent choice for long-term monitoring and data collection. It is often used in projects such as weather stations, home automation system, and plant monitoring system, and among others. Next, for soil moisture sensor. A soil moisture sensor is a tool used to measure the amount of water in the soil. It usually consists of two probes that are put into the soil, and the resistance between the probe is used to figure out how much water is in the soil. The way the soil moisture sensor works is that when the soil is wet, the resistance between the probe is low, and when the soil is dry, the resistance is high. The soil moisture sensor can be connected to a microcontroller, single board, computer or other device to make automatic watering system, plant monitoring system and other things that need soil moisture information possible. The soil moisture sensor is an important tool for farmers, gardeners and anyone else who who needs to know how much water is in the soil to help the plants grow well and use water efficiently. Next, for the relay. A 5-volt relay is an electrical switch that is used to control high voltage or high current electrical device with a low voltage signal. The relay has a coil that is turned on by a low voltage signal and a set of contacts that are used to switch high voltage or high current electrical device. When the coil is turned on, it creates a magnetic field that attracts a metal armature, causing it to move and close the contacts. This lets the low voltage control signal switch the high voltage or high current electrical device. The 5-volt relay is commonly used in projects like home automation system, motor control circuits, and lighting control system, among others. It's important to know that the relay needs 5 volts to work, which makes it a good choice for use with low voltage microcontroller system or single board computers. Next is the water pump. A water pump is a mini submersible water pump. It's a small, powerful and compact pump that is made to work underwater. The pump usually has a motor, an impeller and a casing. It can pump water from a lower level to a higher level. The mini submersible water pump is often used in aquariums, hydroponic system, fountains and water transfer application, among other things. The pump is designed to be small and compact, which makes it easy to install and use. It is also very energy efficient, which makes it a great choice for situations where energy usage is a concern. The mini submersible water pump is usually powered by a low voltage electrical source like a battery or a voltage regulator. This makes it safe to use and easy to integrate into a wide range of projects. Next, for the software description. Firstly, I use Tony. Tony is an integrated development environment IDE for programming in Python that is free and open source. It is made for learning and for people who are just starting out with programming. Tony is easy to use because it has a clean, simple interface that makes writing, testing and fixing Python code simple. The IDE also has a number of features such as code completion, debugging, and checking for errors that make it easy to learn Python and build application with it. Tony works with all of the standard Python libraries and is compatible with Raspberry Pi, which is a popular single-board computer often used in school and for hobby projects. Next, Android Studio. Android Studio is an open source IDE for designing Android apps. Google created it for Java. Android Studio Visual Layout Editor, Code Editor and Debugger help build and test Android apps. IDE features like code completion, linting and resource management make programming easier. Developers can now test their app on a virtual Android smartphone using Android Studio Emulator. The emulator can run on several Android versions and screen sizes, making it easier to test application on a variety of devices. Android Studio interface with Google Cloud Platform, making cloud application development, deployment and testing easier. And lastly, for the database, I use Firebase. Firebase is a platform for building mobile and web apps. It has a variety of tools and services for building and managing apps. It is a cloud-based platform that offers services like a real-time database, user authentication, cloud storage and hosting. Firebase gives developers an easy-to-use way to store and get data from the cloud. This takes away the need to set up and maintain a server. With Firebase, developers can quickly build, test and release apps without having to worry about server infrastructure. Firebase also has strong security features like user authentication to make sure that sensitive data is safe. Firebase works with other Google products and services like Google Cloud Platform to give developers and managers of apps a full set of tools and services. Overall, Firebase is a complete and scalable platform that gives developers the tools and services they need to build and manage modern apps. For Rizal and during my fieldwork monitoring, I managed to monitor the Durian tree of my supervisor farm using my project prototype for 1 month. Basically, it has an average of same temperature and humidity of each durian trees. The durian type and age is not counted as variable because all durian types and age has the same average of temperature and humidity. You can see on the data, For Durian A, 1. The average temperature is 31 degrees Celsius and the humidity is 80%. For Durian A2, the average temperature is 31.075, same as the Durian A1, and the humidity is 78%. And for the Durian A3, it has a lower bit from Durian A1 and A2, which is 30.5, and the humidity higher, which is humidity 81.7. Okay, next, this is for column A. Next, for the column B. Okay, for the column B, for Durian B1, the average temperature is 31.118 and the humidity is 76.52%. For Durian B2, the average temperature is 30.3 Celsius and the humidity is 78.4%. For Durian B3, the average temperature is 30.8 and the humidity is 83.9%. This is for column B. For column C, it is for plants or trees. Namely, for G1, the average temperature is 30.65 Celsius and the humidity is 83%. For Durian G2, it has an average temperature of 29.05 Celsius and the humidity is 84.95%. For G3, it has an average temperature of 30.8 and humidity 83.9%. And lastly, for G4, Durian G4, it has a temperature of 37.9 Celsius and humidity of 89.8%. This is the display on the Android app of my watering system. Basically, it has a 3 reading. Each reading has a temperature, humidity and soil moisture reading. The Android app also has a control button to control the watering system. On the log history, it can show the record of reading of the old reading of each durian tree. Hello, today I will remove my project with durian smart watering system. Okay, firstly for the monitoring, we can monitor the temperature, humidity and soil moisture of the plant using the Android app. As you can see, there are 3 plants and the app show 3 readings, each for 3 readings each of the plant. Okay, next, I can also control the water pump using the app. I will demo the water pump control. Firstly, when I press the control button, the water pump will start. Watering the plant for 15 seconds.